Hello, everybody. Welcome into Worland Middle School, home of the Braves, here at the football and soccer field adjacent to Warrior Stadium. We got middle school soccer going on here and middle school track going on right behind us at Warrior Stadium. Glad to have you all with us. It's Hayden Min with Two Basins Sports Network, your home for Worland Braves soccer. 2 minutes to go here in warm-ups. We before the game, while the girls' B game was going on, we talked to head coach Jackson Wassum for the Worland Braves and got his thoughts on what to expect coming in to today's match. All right, hey, I'm here with the head coach for the Worland Braves boys squad as we just got done with the girls game, 3-1 Powell, but the boys will be looking to come into this game with better form. Now, I know you guys had a week of practice before this, so what was the process throughout the week? What was the mindset, and how are you guys going to prepare for this game and the games ahead?
Biggest thing for us, getting in, because we have such a short week to start it out. So few practices before we have our first game. It's just kind of getting a feel for. We've got a lot of new sixth graders coming out, not as many people returning. So just getting a feel for how everybody's been playing, how everybody's played growing up. Just trying to break some old habits. Everybody comes into the season with a few bad ones. So just looking to really pick up the fundamental stuff, fix everything that's kind of been broken for a few years, and then just start moving forward with it now that we've got a few of the basics down, starting to move forward into next week, really fixing that type of stuff, locking it down so they can move up to the high school level and really succeed.
All right, and you mentioned, you had some younger guys this year. How's that been, trying to get these guys in form, transitioning into that middle school level?
It's really good. We got a lot of sixth graders that are going to be really contributing to us for the first team, especially. I think about half of the team is going to end up being sixth graders, whether they're on the first team or the second team. But a lot of them are really contributing. They're able to come into practice, really pick up the pace a lot when we need them to, and really can't ask for anything better. So sixth graders are going to be a really, really welcome help this year for us.
All right, I'll let you get back to your boys here. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck. Go Braves.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it was great to talk with Jackson Wassum. Again, thank you to him and also the girls' head coach Damari Jansma for talking to us before these matches and give us a little bit of an insight as to what we can expect from the Worland Braves today. Here's going to be who's who today. The Powell Cubs are wearing their all orange uniforms, orange shirt, orange shorts, black socks with the black numbering, Cubs FC on the back of the uniform, and Powell across the front of the chest with a white outline. They'll be moving, I believe, left to right to start the match today. Goalkeeper wearing a pink pink long sleeve with the green stripe across the middle, black pants, black numbering with white outline. Powell once again moving left to right. Worland Braves will be wearing their all blacks today with the gray numbering and lettering, the Braves logo on the back of the uniform, and I believe the goalkeeper will be wearing the blue uniform today with the black pants. They'll be moving right to left across your device to start today's game. The Powell Cubs are led by, we don't have a coach for the Powell Cubs, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, no, we do. No, we don't. Well, either way, the Worland Braves are led by head coach Jackson Wassum and assistant coach Mark Bradshaw. Those are the guys at the helm today. And, of course, Jackson Wassum was the guy that we just spoke to before the match. With that being said, not a very good match for the Worland girls. The Powell Cubs played their hearts out in that girls match. 3-1 win for the girls. They will be playing again in Powell in a couple of weeks' time. That will be the that'll be the Braves' final home or second to last road game of the season. Of course, they're going to Gillette in May to round off their season. But it'll be their final in-conference road game of the season. The Powell Panthers, last time these two teams played to start out the season, it was a 3-2 win for the Worland Braves. They were down 3-1 at halftime at the old Panther Stadium in Powell. Boys came back and won the game 3-2. And a little bit of a different roster than usual. As Coach Wassum said in that interview, They got a little bit of a younger roster. About half their roster is 6th graders. There are a good mix of 7th and 8th graders, but a very young roster. It's going to be interesting to see how this team develops throughout the course of the season. Number 41, going to get ready to kick this one away for Powell. Trying to get that number for you. That is Reese Olette. He is going to kick this one away for Powell. I believe he played for them last year, if memory serves. He'll be kicking it away at the center midfield. He's over there talking with Evan Bowie, who I believe will be getting the kickoff after the kick. It's either going to be him or the guy next to him, Pale Rap. So with that being said, I'd like to remind you, this game brought to you by our loyal supporters here on YouTube. We don't have any sponsorship if you'd like to change that. We'll be going to all but, I think, one middle school game. Even then, that's still a little bit up in the air. It just depends on how the infrastructure is in Lander. If we have power, that's good enough for me. But other than that, we'll be going to Riverton, we'll be going to Powell, and we'll be going to Gillette at the end of the year too. So that is one I'm really looking forward to, Energy Capital Sports Complex. But we are underway. Powell Panthers, Worland Braves. It's the start of the 2026 middle school boys soccer season. And Powell off to a big attack to start early, but Worland on the defensive takeaway. And they'll try to work at midfield. Number 3. Ooh, good Lord, my camera really had a moment there. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, number 3 on the takeaway there, trying to get his number for Worland to roster. We got an updated roster from the Worland coach, so thank you to Mark Bradshaw for hooking us up there. And the kick, the set. Oh, and the volley kick goes in between the football and the soccer goal post there, the dual use post here at Worland Middle School. It was a good attempt there for Powell, and we're probably going to see a pretty good handful of those here today. Powell just came storming out the gate. They had a big attack that was broken up by Worland, and then Worland lost the ball, and Powell took a chance to attack again. Well, we're through the first minute or so of this match, and so far, like we said earlier, Powell in the driver's seat to start, as the ball seems to be, was in Shangri-La for a moment there, but they're going to kick this one up to the near side. Marco Esparza was there to get that one initially, and now here comes the 43 of Garrett Henley. And now taken back away, a counterattack coming up here. One-on-one as Corbin Davis tries to get out of there. He's getting chased around. And the flag goes up, trying to see who that was on the defense. The 10 of Tice Bradshaw was chasing him like an angry duck or goose. That did not go as well as I wanted it to, but that is going to be taken back here by the defense. And now to the far side, the push by Henley is taken back away, and now down the left side they go, broken up by the 33 of... Actually, I don't think there is a 33. Evan Bowie is the closest one I can find. Throw in, I think, coming up. Yep, from the left side. Worland still attacking. Into the penalty area they go. Sun's starting to set here in Worland, and referees actually instructed the scorekeeper to shorten halftime today, so darkness could be an issue here later on. It is still spring, and a big attack coming up! And a one-on-one challenge! Gets up, Seven's got it! And now the strike! Misses to the left side! I think that was Sam Stamatakos on the initial strike. His sister Allie scored the lone goal for Worland in the high school game against Lander this past weekend. And Sam was the one player on this roster I was really looking forward to seeing today. Was a standout player last season for the Braves. And a big challenge coming up. We also had a little bit of help from Cohen Studi. Of course, his sister Lily Studi playing for the Lady Warriors as well. Out of touch on the near side. We're almost through the first 5 minutes of this half already, if you can believe it. Off the chest, and still a big challenge. Tice Bradshaw has been all over these guys like flies on honey, and it's been wonderful to watch. Near side, pushed up by the 3 of Brogan Tiedemann, the 7th grader. And Powell will have a throw in their defensive half. I think trying to play it out is Caden Demoni. Now they go near side and take it back away. Looks to his left side. Oh, that was a solid pass there from the 10 of Bradshaw, but the return to sender pass just did not quite work out. And now Powell trying to mount the counterattack, working its way back up down the left flank. And he'll push it in a through ball up the left side and kicked out. He was trying to target Marco Esparza there on the pass. Unfortunately, goes out of touch along the left flank. Throw in for Powell. Chopped up on a volley. Now they're going to try to get there into the box. 33 with it. Or 23, actually. That is a 23. Shot is up. Oh, misses to the left side. And all of Powell's shots today have been from outside. Well, I guess actually all but one, now that I think about it, have been from outside of the penalty area today. Trying those long shots, see if they can't get the keeper to do something. But the goal kick coming up for the Braves. Seems to be a systemic thing, taking those goal kicks from anyone but the goalkeeper. Right side, here comes Powell trying to mount an attack again. Tries a cross into the box and saved cleanly. Beautiful job there by the keeper to get a hand on it. And now a counterattack potentially brewing here for Worland if they can get it by the Powell defenders first, and it's taken right on back. Chopped up along the far side, and now Tiedemann gets a boot on it. Chasing it down is Jairus Williams. Throw in coming in for the Cubs along the far sideline. Chasing it down, takes a shot on goal and saved. Number 41, I believe that was, Reese Olette on the shot. Distributes it out to the right wing and taken back away by the 43. They're going to try to work it along the near side, and now a foot race coming up here. Cohen Studi was the one chasing it down there. One of the sixth graders that Coach Wassam was talking about, trying to get some of those first team minutes. Now to the right side, chops it up to Studi. Cohen Studi one-on-one with the 43 of Garrett Henley. Worland tries to get into the box. Studi, I think oddly enough, I think he's wearing the same number as his sister. I think we had a Elena Studi play on this team last year with that number 7 as well. Now to the near side, Powell mounting an attack. Here comes the 41 of Reese Olette down the right side and overshoots it. Also goes to the right side. Camera was not focused there. Apologize. And just great work here by Powell to create those attacks. Unfortunately, none of them have quite been. I think one of them's been on goal, but that's about it. Went through the little slit in the goalpost there. But now here comes Worland. Big attack coming up. Tries a through ball intended for Studi. Has to try and chase it down. Close to the near side, and a throw in incoming for Worland. The 10 of Tice Bradshaw was there. Now cleared back up by the 42 of Marshall. Oh, no, that's the 43 of Henley, excuse me. And cleared out the side there. And Powell's defenders closing the door there on that attack, and Worland's been trying to get some good looks. They do have a shot on goal here through the first 8 minutes, or 7.5 minutes. Throw in coming in from the near side. Tries a cross into the box. Can he get there? He has a couple of options. Falls to the floor there. Trying to chase it down is Stamatakos. And now taken back out is Powell. Up past the midfield line. Looks to the 41 down the right side. Switches to his middle. Trying to get by his defender. Might have a shot on goal. It's up and out into the basketball court there. And a goal kick coming up for the Worland Braves. I think Damian Craw is the one in, or sorry, check that. That is not it. That is the wrong roster. Trying to just identify who's in net here for Worland, but to the near side, intended there for Cohen Studi. Down the near side, chipped out by Garrett Henley. Throw in coming in for Worland. Powell playing some smart football on that end of the pitch. And now throw in coming in for Brogan Tiedemann. Tiedemann looking to throw in now. He's got Brendan Marcus. Marcus along the ground. It's intercepted. Trying to bring it back up there, I believe was either Levi Graham or Evan Bowie. Now down the far side, one-on-one, trying to get by the one of Daxon Crippen. Crippen sticks to him like glue down there and even forces a turnover. Come back down the other way, goes out of touch along the far side. Throw in for Powell. They have it in the attacking half. Kicks it over him, looking like something out of FIFA Street. And now down the right side, it's kicked back up toward the far side. Crippen tries to close in on it, but trying to keep his options open on that side just in case. Still hanging tight on the right wing and he'll go by the three of Brogan Tiedemann. Shot is blocked, goes up to the right side, goes up near the netting. And that is going to be a goal kick again for Worland. Both teams creating incredible chances here as we get ready, as we are into the 10th minute here of this match. Up to the far side, a little bit of a push off there is, I think that was Burgess Hamilton trying to get up there on that far side. Throw in, tries to kick it back behind him. That was Daxon Crippen trying to go for the ball, out of bounds to the far side. Worland throw in, tosses it in, defensive midfield area. Oh, and pushes him there. Daxon Crippen goes to the ground. And that is going to be enough for the ref to issue a free kick to the Braves. Starting to get a little bit pushy down there on that far side. And if somebody doesn't score soon, it might become something later in the game. It delivers into the middle of the pitch. Intercepted. Studi. And tries to chip it up left side to Hamilton. Cleared out by the 40 for Powell and out of touch along the far side up toward the practice field. Or one of the practice fields. Brogan Tiedemann with it. Intercepted, trying to mount the counterattack. Powell, not much in the way there. Intercepted by Connor Hansen initially. Now chips it back up to the far side. Trying to chase it out was Reese Ollett. Ollett will throw it in from the far touch line up toward the referee's assistant. Evan Bowie looks like he's the one that's going to throw it in here for Powell. We got a sub as Marco Esparza is going to get a quick breather. Checking in is Connor Ferguson. He'll go in on that left side. Throw in coming in. 18:40 to go in the opening half of this one, almost to the halfway mark. These two matches so far, the boys and girls matches, have gone by what seems like just in the span of 5 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. Both matches have been barn burners so far. Far side tries to chip it up to the middle. I think I see Stamatakos in there. And up into the midline there. Now here comes the 23, I think that is. Yes, it is. He'll chop it up to the far side. And Powell still, hanging tough. It doesn't feel like they're really forcing any of their chances. They're just trying to wait for something to develop. But Worland taking advantage off the boot of the referee there. It tries to blow by. Powell with a legitimate chance here in the right side. 23, I think this is with it. And the challenge, it's going to come back up the other way. Gets up in front of it. Back heels it. Trying to get it up to his forward. Good work by Stamatakos to try to get that to his left winger. Chips it up along the ground. That's going to be a foot race up to the corner flag to see who can get there. Cleared out the right side by the Braves. Flag goes up. It'll be Powell ball. Throw in coming in from about 5 to 10 yards away from the end line there. Throw in. I think they're just adjusting the spot where it was supposed to be tossed in at. Daxon Crippen waiting along there. He's the closest Brave there. Headed forward. Crippen trying to chase it down. It might get to... Yeah, it got to him instead there. Now down the right side, they tried to force a through ball there. Down the right side. Now here comes Cohen Studi. Right side, tries to float it through the middle. One-on-one, the collision. He's going to work his way through. It's Bradshaw, takes the shot right side, and into the armory it goes. Well, that's the National Guard's problem this time. It's going to be a goal kick coming up for Powell. I do kind of wonder who's going to be the one responsible for retrieving that. 16:25 to go in the opening half. Powell still looking for their first goal. Both teams have kind of been in a stalemate here, just creating opportunities, but still 2 zeros on the scoreboard. Throw in coming up from the far side up toward the Worland bench. Looks to toss it in. Trying to send him out there. Goes up to the far side. Tries to play it up through the middle. Working its way up to the 44. Now weaves his way through on his own. Chips it up. That one, bit of a standing challenge there for Worland. He'll let it go out. Now the 4 of Sam Stamatakos, the 8th grader. He'll toss it in. Played basketball, I believe, for the Worland Braves. We saw him twice during the boys' basketball season on our Thermopolis broadcasts. Really talented athlete. Brogan Tiedemann will toss it in from the near side and kicks it out. That was the 43 of Garrett Henley, who went out there for Powell. Halfway through the first half here, about a quarter of the way through. Toss in for Brogan Tiedemann. I see who he's trying to target there. I think he was trying to get to the 25 of Max Nieto. Also a player that we saw during the basketball season. An awesome player to watch in his own right. Kicked out there by the 44 of Connor Ferguson. It'll be a throw in for Worland. Worland not wasting any time at all on these throw-ins. That one's off the 10, and now here comes a possible chance for Powell, as long as Connor Hansen doesn't have anything to say about it, and that's going to be a whistle. And it looks like they are going to award Worland a free kick. Brogan Tiedemann will toss this one back. They're going to get this one up behind the midfield line. Delivers the free kick. A little bit closer to the penalty area there. It was a whiff on the header. And the keeper will pick this one up, who we are trying to identify here. They laid it out pretty clearly on the girls roster, but shot from way outside! Goal! And Worland with their first goal of the game. And Worland is up 1-0. And this was about the same time when the Lady Cubs scored in the girls' game, about halfway through the first half. Didn't get a chance to see who scored, though. I believe it might have been, just judging from where it was taken on the pitch, it might have been either Stamatakos or Bradshaw. Kickoff coming up for Powell. I believe this is 28 of Keenan Walker that took the kickoff there for Powell. We're back underway. Tries a through ball to the far side, and this should elevate the Braves. Ooh, a bit of a collision there. Talk about using your head. Down the right side, here comes Powell trying to feed the ball in on a through pass, and they're not going to get the equalizer that time. And this one's stolen away. Worland trying to mount the counter. Down the left side and a little overshot. I think now that I'm looking at it, I'm pretty confident saying that was Tice Bradshaw on that last goal. So congratulations to him. We kind of knew that was coming. Him and Stamatakos were making life miserable for the Powell defenders on that side. I think it was really only a matter of time, but just didn't know who would score first. Powell has had a lot of great moments of their own here so far, and they're trying to get the equalizer here. Those Worland defenders have been slamming the door on them all afternoon. 23 working his way up to the right side, blows by 2 defenders. Now goes to his left side. It's a standing challenge there. Tries to pass to Nieto. It's picked up, and he'll go on a through ball. Maximilian Nieto down the right wing. It's kicked out. Number 26, Nano D'Alessandro on the clear to the near side. Got a sub coming on for Worland. It looks like they're going to take the 6 of Burgess Hamilton off the pitch. Throw in for Worland. Just a routine sub here. I'm pretty sure he'll be back out there in no time. Tries to cross into the box. Stamatakos was down there. He can't quite get there in time. Trying to work its way out the back and taken back by the 1 of Daxon Crippen. And now that one will roll back up to the defenders. He's going to have to try to decide if he wants to play it to the keeper, if he wants to play it out the defensive side himself. Pushes it up. Is able to evade the danger there. Now Powell could try a attack of their own. And works his way by. Still sticking to him like glue. And pushes it up to the right side, and the keeper, a lazy roller, realistically probably could have let that one roll out the right side, but he doesn't want to take any chances. He knows how good of a squad this Powell team is. Trying to work its way up to the 43 now is Tice Bradshaw chasing him down. Rolls outside on the near side, and throw in coming up for Worland. Nieto's going to take this one from the near side, or check that he is not. Brogan Tiedemann will throw it in, but I think Nieto is one of his targets. He was looking to him for a split second there. Throws it up. It tries to go left side to Stamatakos, so a little bit of contact there. Stamatakos goes up wide, tried to wind up there. Like we said earlier, Ali Stamatakos was the only one to score for Worland in the girls' high school game against Lander, so let's see if Sam can get a couple of goals of his own here today. Flag goes up. We got offside. Worland's going to have a free kick as a result. Didn't even need to hear the whistle. I saw the flag go up and just immediately knew. But offside for Powell. It'll be a free kick for Worland. In case you're just tuning in, 1-0. Good Lord, how is there only 10 minutes left to go? We're already 2/3 of the way through the half. Into the 21st minute we go. Trying to go along the far side. Daxon Crippen chasing it down and tries to go out the right side. Clears out the end line there and will go right to the basketball courts over there. Free kick, or a goal kick coming up for Worland. 9:30 to go in the opening half of this match. The boys having better fortunes thus far. And trying to get the ball away was Tice Bradshaw. They'll call a whistle. Looks like they're going to have a direct free kick there, and they're going to go middle of the pitch. And trying to chase it down there was a 10. Good job by Powell Rapp trying to keep himself there, but rolls out toward the far side along the right wing. And if Google Maps memory serves me correctly, I think this was along that east side of the pitch. Throws it into the penalty area. Could be dangerous. Keeper comes up and he gets a hand on it. Ooh, not a great drop kick there. Worland's going to have to work to get that one out. And just getting harassed on that far side. He'll chip it up to the far side, up past the midfield line. And chased out. I think that was Paxton Hernandez that chased that one out or is going to throw it in for Powell. Volleyed up by the 23 of Bowie. Throw in coming in from that far side. Tosses it in. Worland trying to get in there into that center circle. Stamatakos, he's got it. Finds Nieto to the right side. Keeper's going to go and scoop it up there inside the penalty area. I think he should have tried to place that one better to Nieto. He could have had a very good shot on goal, but Nieto trying to get up there to it. Chips it back up to the 43 of Henley. Henley now gets it into the front. Could be an attacking chance. Powell not quite giving up just yet. Brogan Tiedemann gets up to the right side. Daxon Crippen tries to get there. Gets it into the box. Whiffs on it. This could be a chance. Moves to his right side. Tries a shot. Still a loose ball. Not quite out of there yet. Stamatakos gets a boot on it. He's going to move it up to the middle. Keeper's going to get a hand on it, or a foot on it, rather. Paxton Hernandez with it on the far side. Trying to get it by. Not quite out of danger just yet for Powell. They'll cross midline. Now they are out of danger, but Worland on the interception. Comes in for the slide tackle. Don't see that very often. Now to the right side. One-on-one. Still trying to bully his way through. Now on the edge of the box. Into the middle. Falls through. Are they going to issue a penalty? I think they are. Whether that just kind of depends on if it was, oh, they're going to issue a yellow card. I think that one's actually on Powell. Yes, it is. Reese Olette given the yellow card. But a penalty kick still coming up. Powell Rapp is going to have a chance on goal here. Pressure's all on the keeper here, trying to get the equalizing goal here. So we had kind of two separate incidents there. Worland committed a foul inside the penalty area. However, they charged Reese Olette with something there. Gave him a yellow card. Didn't quite see what happened, but it was egregious enough to issue a card. And with that, we also explained this in the Lander broadcast for the high schoolers. I think by NFHS rule, if you get a yellow card in high school soccer here in America, you do have to come off for a set amount of time. So that's exactly what's going on with Olette there. So once again, penalty kick coming up for Powell Rapp. Once he's given the signal, this is going to be to possibly equalize this game 1-1. Into the 25th minute we come. Waiting on the signal. Signal given. Comes up for the kick, and it's a goal! Powell Rapp equalizes it. It's 1-1. Scores off the penalty kick. And we kind of knew that the Powell goal was coming eventually. We didn't think it'd be like this, though. A set-piece goal is still a goal. And with that, it's an entirely brand new ball game, 1-1 here in Worland. And kickoff coming up here for the Braves. And 5 minutes still to play here in the opening half. You're watching middle school boys soccer on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Worland Braves. Kickoff, and we're back underway. Fresh ball game here. Tries to kick it up down the right side. He was looking for Nieto. Goalkeeper will leave the box, and he'll try to, well, he kind of watches it go out. It will go out near the scoreboard here. Goal kick coming up here for Powell. In case you're just tuning in, Worland originally scored first blood off of a goal by Tice Bradshaw, which then 13 minutes later led to a penalty kick, which was netted by Powell Rapp. Yellow card was issued to Reese Olette following the tackle. I think he just wasn't happy with the way he was being played there, but he got taken out by rule. He'll be out there for a little bit here. I forgot if it's like 5 minutes or what the time. Oh, it pushes him to the ground, and they're going to issue a foul. Just came in. I know Powell's football program has been pretty good over the years, but wrong type of football there being played by the Panthers or the Cubs. Down the right side, Powell trying to mount an attack to make it 2-1. Slips through, intercepted, tries for a goal, and it's saved! Powell Rapp with another quality shot, but it's scooped up. And now moving into the back. The 11 of Liam Barcelone going to be chasing this one down for Worland into the box. Takes the shot, and misses to the right. And a good look for Worland. Unfortunately, just didn't quite connect. It'll roll out toward the scoreboard. 2 minutes to go here in the opening half here at Worland Middle School. And it seems like the track meet behind me wrapped up quite a bit ago. And into the box, the interception goes to the ground. Tice Bradshaw got knocked around a little bit there in the penalty area. Into the center circle. Rapp kicks it up. Scissor kick. Heads it forward. That's got to hurt. This is going to be a free kick coming up for Worland. Referee saw something with an orange jersey there. It'll be a free kick for Worland. Hanson was the one who placed it. Free kick was taken by the 16 of Gage Scheuerman. And now into the middle. Working his way through. Tries a through ball. Stamatakos into the box. Shot and misses to the left. A quality chance on goal, and he misses it to the left. Oh, man. And you will, every single match, even Messi misses those sometimes, but still, it stings. Powell will have a goal kick. We're into the 20th minute here in this match, or sorry, 30th minute here in this match. Up onto his chest here, trying to kick it up across him. And Daxon Crippen, we got to give him his flowers. This guy has been super aggressive today and creating a ton of chances for Worland. Look at him up there on that far side. He has been sticking to his men like glue here today. Down the right side, tries to cross into the box, a shot and a save! Not quite! Oh, there we go. Got a hold of it. Oh, heads up! And the ball tries to murder a couple of Powell fans. It had eyes. But Garrett Henley will toss it in along the near side. Chipped up by Powell Rapp, who has a goal in this game and almost had his second earlier. Crosses it into the box. And the buzzer sounds. They tried to get a buzzer beater, and it will not work out. But what an entertaining match this has been so far. 1-1 at halftime, and a bit of a diluted halftime here in this match compared to the girls' game. So we'll just see how much time they put up on the board here. With that being said, as the sun starts to set here in the county seat of Washakie County, we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching middle school boys soccer from Worland Middle School. It is 1-1. The Powell Cubs tie it with an equalizer with the penalty shot off of Powell Rapp, who so far has been Powell's main asset today, and the goal by Worland scored by Tice Bradshaw. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching Worland Braves soccer on Two Basins Sports Network. 1-1 here at the half. like talking you back here inside of Worland Middle School, home of the Braves, as we get ready to start the second half of our action here. Of course, I'd like to remind you, if you're a business here in the Worland or Washington County area and you'd like to sponsor us for our middle school and high school broadcasts, get in contact with us 307-388-9203 or email us at twobasonssportsnetwork@gmail.com for more info. That being said, while this game, while the United States men's national team is finding every way possible to make me cry myself to sleep at night, this game has been absolutely wonderful. 1-1. Take notes, U.S. men's national team. Maybe don't concede 2 goals to Portugal in the first half. But anyway, 1-1. Worland scored with a non-set piece goal off of Tice Bradshaw, the 7th grader. The Powell Cubs scored a penalty kick off of Pale Rapp in the 25th minute. That's kind of been your goals for today. Why the score is 1-1. What a game it has been for everyone involved here today. Beautiful day for soccer as well. The girls' game was a little cloudy, but not really any real risk of rain, at least not till tonight at about 9 is what I read. So as long as we get this game done before 9, I'm happy. But there is a little bit of a legitimate concern about the darkness. There are no lights here at Worland Middle School's stadium, so they actually even told the scorekeeper to shorten halftime from 10 minutes. We opted to go with a 5-minute halftime for this, so a little bit of a shorter game, trying to beat the sunset. It's a kind of a race against time, although to be fair, I guess unless there's an injury, they're probably not going to stop the clock. So 30 minutes, I don't think the sun sets until like 7:15, something like that. So should be no issue at all. But maybe that's their sign. Maybe they should install lights. Anyway, second half about ready to get underway. It's been a great match so far. 1-1 is your score. Worland Braves will now be moving right to left across your device. Powell moving left to right. Again, Powell with the all orange, Worland in all black. And the whistle, and we are back underway. 30 more minutes here in our action here in the season opener. The interception, it's coming back the other way to Powell. Tries to chop it up along the line, and now working its way trying to get its way into the penalty box here. Now down the left side, and it was almost cleared away. Now it is, but it's pushed back up into the other half of the pitch. And now down to the left side, tries to race in front of it. And who will get there first is the question, and the answer is the keeper. It's going to go out along the broadcast side of the pitch. Daxon Crippen, who's been a thorn in the Cubs' side today. Samatakos chips it up. Now here comes Bradshaw, who's looking for his second goal. Tries a shot. Right side, still chasing it down. Crosses! And a great save by the keeper. Quality save for Powell. Out of bounds along the far side. It will go back to the Cubs. Oh, check that. Looks like it will come back to the Braves here on this right wing. Throw in coming up, tosses it in along the right side, overshoots it a little bit. Now back out the end line it goes. It should be a goal kick here for the Cubs. And it looks like they're going to elect Corbin Davis to take this free kick here, or this goal kick for Powell. Up the far side and whiffs on it a little bit. That gave the 24 of Brendan Marcus a license to go after on that right side. Marcus pushes it up into the attacking area. Tries to chop it along the grass here, and now stolen back away to Powell, trying to mount the counterattack. Up to the right, or up to the left side. Powell working its way into the penalty area. Tries a cross. Takes the shot, and a save! That keeper has not been afraid of anything today. The only goal he's let in was that penalty kick, but you cannot really fault the goalkeeper for that. Penalty kicks are kind of just a roll of the dice a lot of times, and other than that, he has not let in a attacking goal today. He has been right on the money with his saves today, and what a challenge in the midfield. I think Bradshaw tried to give it up to the left side to Stamatako, still playing it in the middle of the pitch. Tiedemann lofts it to the front. Trying to get in there is Bradshaw. Can't quite get there. Rolls it back, and now chasing after it is Brendan Marcus. Rolls it along the far right side and now into the box. Chips it up, tries to keep it in the air. And they're trying to knock it loose. Takes a shot from way out, right side and out. I believe the shot was taken by Evan Bowie that time. And now Worland with a goal kick. Notice how Powell's kind of playing up a little further. They're trying to maintain the attack. Bowie now kicks it back over. Oh, collision there on the far side. Stays there. Bradshaw. At least I think that was him. One-on-one with two defenders here. More like a two-on-one. Into the box. Shot is blocked. It's coming back to the way. Slide tackle. Going after the ball. They'll let it go. Into the center circle. Powell playing it out at midfield with their defenders. It's intercepted. Lofted. Down the left side. Trying to chase after it is Daxon Crippen. It does appear they moved Crippen up to that left wing position here. He's playing a little more forward compared to where he was in the first half. Skies the kick. Coming back up into the attacking zone. Crippen going after it. Crippen moving to his right side. Tries to pass into the box. Bradshaw takes the shot, and it's missed to the left. Good chance there by Tice Bradshaw. And it'll be a goal kick coming up for the Cubs. 25 minutes to go in this match. Next time we will be seeing these guys will either be in Lander or in Riverton. Just, again, the whole Lander thing is completely dependent on if there's power. So much as like a plug dug into the ground. I don't care. Maybe I just have to bring an extra extension cord with me to Lander. Tries to challenge, one-on-one. Stamatakos gets it out into the middle, off the body block by Stamatakos. He's already scored one goal. Now he's going to move his way to the middle. Tries to push it out in front. Here comes the 41 of Olette. Reese Olette, he's on a yellow card, so he does have to be a little bit careful here. If he gets another yellow, that will send him off, possibly be a suspension for the next match. If the rules about red cards are the same as they are in the pros. Takes the shot, the tip, off the crossbar, they're going to call it out. I think if it hits that football goalpost there, I think it's going to be ruled out, but a corner kick coming up and a fantastic save. Although the American football goalpost almost sabotaged him there. Corner kick coming up for the Cubs. Delivers into the box and not even close. Looks like it'll be a goal kick potentially here for Worland, and it is. 1-1 game here. Anybody's match. Worland beat Powell to open out the season last year in Powell. Came back from a 2-1 deficit at half to win 3-2. I remember that match like it was yesterday. Now into the back. Tries to roll it up through the midfield line. A tackle. Powell still maintains possession. One-on-one. Into the box. Looks to his right side. The shot and the save. Man, that keeper, another quality save for Worland. Door has remained closed all day. If it wasn't for that penalty kick, it would still be 1-0. Throw in coming up for Powell. Off the 40 of Paxton Hernandez. Going to the near side, trying to chase it out. Throw in now for Jack Tietema. Tries on a bicycle kick back behind him. Bradshaw one-on-one. Trying to see who he's back there. I think he's back there with Hernandez. It looks like either a throw-in or a corner. I think it's a corner. Powell's not had very many of those today. And the header goes off the back of his head into the penalty area. Still not quite safe. The slide! Oh, that one was dangerous, but not quite out of the woods yet. Pushes it up to Sam Stamatakos, the 8th grader, with it in the middle. Stamatakos, the through ball, down the right side. Here comes Cohen Studi. And trying to get there on the challenge. It's going to go out of touch along the far side. Subs coming in for Worland. I think I see Nieto, and I think I also see... I see one more. That is the 12 of James Cochran, I believe. Yes, it is. He'll come on to replace Jairus Williams, who will head to the bench. And I'm trying to see the other. I don't know who the other one was. And Worland doesn't have many subs to play with on this A team. Oh, no, they're just kind of all sitting down. Throw in coming up for Worland. Powell with the possession for now. Goes in a 2-on-1 situation. One coming in from behind. It's Stamatakos sticking to his man like glue. Pushing it up, and it's headed forward by, I believe it was Connor Hansen. Got a whistle. Looks like a throw-in is coming up for Powell as they'll try to maintain the attack. And this game going by quickly so far. We're almost into the 40th minute. We're into the 39th at the moment. They'll pass it along the ground. And chips it back up. And now skies the kick. I believe it was Stamatakos. Yes, it was. Tice Bradshaw, right side, kicks it forward. I know what he was trying to do there, but unfortunately Nano D'Alessandro had other plans. Stamatakos getting aggressive, and he's going to go to the ground. It's a foul. And Worland will draw a foul. Sam Stamatakos took a tumble. Don't think they'll issue a card here. They'll just give a free kick. He's just got to take his time here to set up the free kick and try to get his men into the box, try to get someone there. Let's see how they can do on this set piece. I think we got Max Nieto and Tice Bradshaw in the penalty area, as well as Daxon Crippen. 3 guys that can wreak havoc in there if they have the chance. Let's see where the delivery goes. Sends his men forward. You can see the 12 of James Cochran trying to get open any which way just in case. Trying to get his man off guard. Still waiting for the free kick here. The whistle's been given. The kick into the box! And Bradshaw tries to get there. The goalkeeper is going to bravely get there to the outer end of that goal area. Another great save there. Powell maintains their composure on the set piece. Drop kick from the keeper. Stamatakos with a little bit of resistance there. And still going to get his man out in front. They're going to let it go. Oh, no, wait. Yes, they are. Chips it back up. Crippen along the ground. Pushes it in front to Tice Bradshaw. 1-on-1. Kicked out the back. And a throw-in coming in. Max Nieto will toss this one in. Crippen, 1-on-1. Tries to go right side. Nieto with it. Into the box they go. Nieto collides. And weaving his way through. Again, this kid's got 1 goal already. This is the 10 of Pale Rapp. Rapp 1-on-1 with Stamatakos. Pushes it up. Might have an opportunity. Is it onside? Tries the shot. It's saved. And in the box they take a tumble. It's going to roll out the end line. I think it might be a corner. An incredibly close call as he went 1-on-1 with the keeper. A good save. And we got a yellow card. On who? Just trying to see who. Did he card the coach? We saw that happen with Ron Overcast at some point last season. I think it was against Rollins, if my memory serves, or it was either against Rollins or Lander, but Ron Overcast got a yellow card during one of the varsity boys matches, so not entirely out of the realm of possibility that they gave one to Mark Bradshaw. Corner kick coming up to Powell. He'll deliver from the east side of the field. That flag is the head in danger, and a free kick I think is given here for Worland, so they'll evade the danger again. Winds up. This game can end in a draw. Worland got a couple of draws last season, I think against Lander and Rollins. Or I think against Rollins last year. 1-on-1, 41 with it. This is Reese Ouellette. Ouellette into the box, the save! And smartly kicks it out the end line. In that situation, I would have done the same thing. Even if it does give him a corner kick, that means that Powell has to think a little bit harder about what they want to do. A quick corner kick, rushing the kick there. And now here comes the 10 Powell wrap. Into the box. Kicks it high up. Could be a big chance and falls to the floor. 33 with it. Tries to cross into the box, misses. And the whiff by Reese Ouellette. It was a good opportunity there, but unfortunately the ball kind of just wanted to be a clown today. But here comes the goal kick. Delivers into the attacking midfield, or the defensive midfield for Worland. Pushes it up past the timeline. Tries to deliver to Stamatakos into the center circle. Trying to chase it down is Crippen. Now 1-on-1. Could be a chance here. Ouellette pushes it into the box. 1-on-1. Can they save it? Oh, it's a close call. They're not able to get there. The goalkeeper with an amazing save. A big amount of danger there from the 10 of Rapp. And there, speaking of which, there he is again on that left side. Tries the through ball to Ouellette. Ouellette to his right side. Winds up and misses to the right. I think it was Corbin Davis, if the number is correct there. But a very close call there for Worland's defenders. Nieto tries a soft touch. Stamatakos on the block. Goes to the near side, and a throw in incoming. A close contest here in this one. 1-1, 15 minutes to go. The game can end in a tie. So do keep that in mind. Nieto trying to get there, and they're going to issue a foul, I think to the 39 of Luis Mesa. Daxon Crippen, a soft free kick. Stamatakos pushes it up. 43 there on the takeaway. That's Henley. Henley to the middle now. Still getting harassed. Trying to get to it is Daxon Crippen. Crippen 1-on-1 in the shove. They will let it go. 39. Ooh, back heel there. Beautiful. Well, if anything, it's style points there for Powell, but out of bounds off of Daxon Crippen, the sixth grader. And we knew when we talked with Jackson Lawson, we knew we would see some sixth graders out here. We didn't expect this level of play from, we didn't expect quite this level from Daxon Crippen. He's had a great day today for the Braves. Up through the middle of the field. It's going to be, unless somebody scores here, it's going to be a real tough time issuing a man of the match here. Out the back. Off his foot. Now gives up to Stamatakos. Stamatakos through the middle. Big attack coming up on its way. And cleared out the back. It'll be a corner kick. I would have just gone out the side there, but still good heads up play for Paxton Hernandez, who will funnel it out the left side. Looks like we have a whistle. So corner kick coming up here. It's for the subs. I apologize. Max Nieto coming off the pitch. He's had himself a fantastic game today. He's always kind of been in that position to make plays. Corner kick incoming for Worland from that left side. Compared to the girls' game, haven't seen them take a lot of those corners today. Delivers into the box, headed away by Powell. Coming up, though, to get it is Brendan Marcus. He'll try to play the ball forward. Marcus gets up there, but not quite enough to get the possession for Worland. And now Powell trying to get the counterattack if Marcus doesn't have anything to say about it first. Now here comes Reese Olette, left side, tried to chase it out to the end line. Somehow kept it in, but they'll kick it out the far side. And that one will roll out to the east side of town. So a throw in, or sorry, no, check, yeah, I think. And we see a couple players warming up. They will have a B game after this that will not be broadcasted, but just I guess if I knew more of the procedure about what was going on there, maybe I would. But I've learned my lesson from the Thermopolis Week 0 football scrimmages that it wouldn't be a great idea to do the extra games. Tries a goal kick out to the far side. He'll come back to Powell. Got another sub coming on for the Cubs. And I'm trying to get a look at who that is. Again, maybe next time I'll bring my binoculars. I think that's the 28 or 38. If so, Keenan Walker. And now an attack coming up for Powell. Outside the penalty area. Stops on it. Goes to the left side. Trying to spin his way out. It's Olette. Takes the shot, and it's a goal. Reese Olette makes it a 2-1 ball game, and Powell will finally get one to slip through the cracks here late. Into the 49th, or no, into the 50th minute of the match. And that is Powell's first non-set piece goal. Reese Olette and Pale Rapp, the dynamic duo all day, have both scored at least once in this game. Now Worland's got to turn it up a little bit, try to bring in a draw. Right side, it's Tice Bradshaw, goes in for the slide, and downhill it goes. Looks like they'll still maintain the throw in here. And I just realized out toward that corner flag, that hill is a little bit more sloped down there. Makes me wonder how difficult it is to get a good corner kick up there. So throw in, I do believe, here for Worland. Powell trying to sweep the Braves here. They won the girls game 3-1, and boys are up 2-1 in what has been a barn burner of a match here to open out the season. These two teams will meet again in a couple weeks in Powell at the old Panther Stadium. And possible counterattack attempt coming up here for Powell. Tice Bradshaw gets a boot on it, trying to go one-on-one with Rapp. Rapp still fighting his way through. Down the right side, and out of touch it goes. Ezra Ferguson's trying to chase it down. First time we've called out his name today, the sixth grader playing on that right side. Flag goes up and a throw in.
Let's go, Worland, 8 minutes, let's go!
52nd minute here. 8:27 left to play in the match. 2-1. Worland still has a chance to tie. It's really, really tough to score in this sport. So they're going to have to act now. But this is out of bounds on the near side. Tosses it in amongst the crowd and out of touch on the near side. Quick throw in for Brogan Tiedemann. Looking for options. Tiedemann near side. Over, kind of throws it there, trying to get it to Tice Bradshaw. Bradshaw into the box. And Powell will try to play it out. Oh, never mind. Now here comes Brogan Tiedemann. Tiedemann looking for a man. And out of bounds. Oh, no, they're going to keep it in. Reese Olette along the right side. Olette finds room. and down to the ground goes Brogan Tiedemann, but I think he draws it. Worland fans clapping it up here at Worland Middle School. Free kick coming up with 7 minutes to go. Worland looking for the draw. 2-2 is their goal right now. And off the foot and into one of the bleachers. Almost hit the practice net over there. Luis Mesa, I believe it was off of for Powell. If not, it was off the 29 of Jack Tietema. Rapp trying to get there one-on-one. And the counterattack opportunity. He's got Olette right out in front of him. Feeds it up into the middle. Olette takes the shot and the save. Reese Olette with a fantastic shot on goal. And he knew he should have made that one. But the keeper did not want to let another one in there. Gets up to the far side and kicked, just softly kicked out of bounds on the far side. 6:23 to go in the match. Got subs coming on for Worland. They're going to replace the 5 of Ezra Ferguson. He'll sprint back over to that Worland bench. Coming into the game is Brenner Barthelmess, the 6th grader. Like we said earlier, Wassam told us that he was going to play quite a few 6th graders, whether it was this game or it was the 20-minute scrimmage after. Chances are in some of those games where we're not going to see a B game, he's probably going to try to get some of those guys quality minutes toward the end of these matches and these games against like Rollins and Buffalo. Oh, that one hits up on the right side and into the chain link it goes. Really looking forward to, in particular, I'm really looking forward to that Rollins game. Should be a good one. From what I heard, I think from what the coach told me last year when we met up again in Riverton, they had lost that game to Rollins, so will be a little bit of revenge for the Braves this season. The girls used Rollins as a hand towel last year. Remember that game really well. I think it was a 4-1, 4-2 game. And into the box. Tries to get rid of it. 5 minutes left. No quit in these Braves, but also no quit in these Cubs either. Out of touch along the near side. Throw in for the Cubs. Fakes the throw in. He kind of thinks twice. And now he'll throw it into the box. 24 with it. He's going to chase it down. Kicked out toward the side. I think they'll just let it go. You throw it up to Marco Esparza. Gets it into the box. Tries the kick. That's going to go a little bit wide of the penalty area. Powell still maintains possession. They're trying to kick it back, trying to find an option. Into the box, whiffs on the kick. Rolls to the keeper. Pale Rapp tried to get something there. And again, it's kind of been a little tough deciding a man of the match. We have to make our decision here shortly. But I think either way, both teams have played their hearts out today. Worland still trying to get that tying goal, and now they'll go down that right side, out of touch along the far side up toward the Powell bench. Or actually, it might be a free kick coming up here, as we got a Worland player tying his cleats here. Free kick incoming for the Braves. They got to act quick. 3:33 to go. And once that buzzer goes off, it's done. It's not the pros where they have additional time. Right side takes the shot, and it's going to go into the trees. I think Worland, if they get this ball back quickly, might have time for 1 or 2 more attacks, but they got to make every chance count. 3:06 to go in the second quarter, or second half. Got a sub for Worland. Coming off is the 12 of James Cochran. They're going to give him a breather. I believe they have Burgess Hamilton back into the game. That one kicked way deep into the back here. Worland chasing it down. The defenders will get there before Esparza does. Out of touch along the far side where the players are warming up. Running out of time. Tick-tock. 58th minute. Powell will have a free kick, or I think. Or no, sorry, throw in, sorry. The perspective there was kind of warped with this field. And into the box he goes, tries a shot! Can the defenders get there? Yes, they can. And Stamatakos trying to play it through the middle. Might have to funnel it. Tries a through ball. Down to the right side. Tice Bradshaw tries to get there to kick. Yet, oh! It's a goal! And the tying goal for the Worland Braves. We had to ask a couple people around who it was. It was Tice Bradshaw. That's what I thought, but I honestly thought that one went clear. But Tice Bradshaw with the equalizing goal, and that makes my job a heck of a lot easier. Your Two Basin Sports Network man of the match is going to go to Mr. Tice Bradshaw, who has 2 goals on the day. It was a valiant effort by, we'll get to that later, but your honorable mentions today for Worland, Daxon Crippen, as well as Max Nieto, and also Sam Stamatakos, good Lord. And tries a header and whiffs on it, less than a minute to play. And Worland could easily still get the winning goal, but they got to act now if they want that to happen. Honorable mentions here for Powell include, I'm going to, well, obviously the easy ones are Reese Olette and Pale Rapp. But I also think for this next one, I'm going to say, who do I think had a good day today as well? I'm just going to say Garrett Henley for the third one. I think he's had a good day on the defensive side today. A lot of touches for Powell. That's your third honorable mention for the Powell Cubs. And this game's still not over yet. We still could see one more goal. 19 seconds. Trying to play for the draw. Trying to get out of there. And on the attack, 12 seconds. I think this is Bradshaw with it in the middle. Bradshaw through the middle, tries to feed it. 3, 2, 1. And Happy New Year. That's the end of the match. Worland comes from behind to get the tie. Sometimes that might, in that kind of situation, better it can be the next best thing here to a win. But the draw, they get it done. And had it not been for that penalty kick by Rapp, it would have been a 2-1 win for Worland. But still, a fantastic outing here, here in Washakie County. And these two will see each other again at the Old Panther Stadium in Powell in just a couple weeks' time. But for now, they have to think about the next match coming up. That's against Lander, which, again, not quite sure how that's looking. We'll get in contact with the Fremont County School District to see what's going on there. I really wish they'd play the games at Bill Bush Stadium. The Lander Middle School team plays there, but that's not my decision to make. So we'll just try to get there. If we can't see you in Lander, we will definitely see you in Riverton. And we'll also see you in Powell. We'll also see you in Gillette as well at the Energy Capital Sports Complex. That one I'm looking forward to. So with that being said, at full time it is 2-2. Your man of the match goes to Tice Bradshaw. 2 goals on the day, including the one that sealed the tie for the Braves. What a game this was. A classic. And sometimes the instant classics, sometimes they'll end in draws. 4 goals total for the 2 clubs here today, and it is 2-2. We'll see you again as these guys prepare for their B games. We're going to sign out here, and we're going to get this certificate over to Mr. Bradshaw. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, make sure you please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. We'll see you for a high school broadcast. I do believe Sheridan and Cody will be coming to Warrior Stadium within the next couple of days, so we'll see you there for those 2 matches. Other than that, take care. 1-2-2, your final score. It ends in a draw.